We found out my soon-to-be son is going to have Down syndrome and 2 other health abnormalities. I would like to terminate the pregnancy. I know I'm terrible, and try again. My significant other wants to continue. We are seeking out a counselor. How do I get past this? You can't imagine the emotions and feelings involved when you truly love someone but have such conflicting opinions on a very life-changing issue until you're in it. IDK what to do. I'm seeking all avenues to get past this and not have more issues arise in the future. Edit. I am the man in the relationship, which comes with so many societal barriers. I know if I were to engage all the comments I would get more views, interactions. But I just feel like I need insight from some outside perspectives. There is a controversial Dutch docu-series called The Last Downer or De Laatste Downer, where 2 individuals with Down syndrome and a journalist investigate the decrease in number of people with Down syndrome. They talk with parents, people with Down syndrome, medical experts from different countries with different takes on these subjects. At one point one of the persons with Down syndrome interviews his own mother on this subject and asks her whether she, with today's knowledge, would have aborted him. And she answers truthfully and says yes. It's an emotional rollercoaster for everyone involved, especially for the viewer. I understand there is a language barrier, but I'd advise you to search for it and try to watch it regardless. This gives you a very straight to the point, honest view on this topic. Good luck with this situation. I can only imagine how hard this is. Honestly, I think more couples should have this conversation before they go ahead with these high-risk pregnancies. Best case scenario, you get a child with Downs who is wonderful like the people you see on TV. Worst case, you have a severely disabled child who needs constant care. What's gonna happen when both of you die? Can you have more kids? Will you want more kids? Which parents is going to be the caregiver? Insurance? Family help? No judgment from me. This is a serious undertaking, not for the faint-hearted. Edit. After 8,000 or so upvotes, I am going to establish that I am not implying that they should have more kids to be a caretaker to a disabled child. I'm so sorry you're going through this. I was in a similar situation 3 years ago, and originally I was the one who didn't want to terminate. I was the one who was pregnant, but my partner did. Counseling and meetings together as a couple with the consultants, medical professionals to talk through all options, implications and quality of life are all you can do. And time, if you have it. For us, it was a condition that would be non-compatible with life, so in the end I felt like the decision was made for me, in that I wouldn't have a living child at the end of the pregnancy either way, and if they did survive childbirth they would suffer for their very short life. It was this information coming from 3 doctors that changed my mind and I decided to terminate. But I personally had to explore all test results, advice to get there. It is one of the hardest decisions I'll ever have to make in my life, and one I wouldn't wish upon anyone. You're not a terrible person for wanting to terminate. The kindest advice I got following my own termination was, I had taken on a lifetime of pain, so my beautiful baby didn't have to, and that always gives me comfort. I hope you and your significant other can work through this and come to joint decision, but ultimately it will always lie with the pregnant person, as they're the one who signs off the termination procedure. I had taken on a lifetime of pain, so that my beautiful baby didn't have to. For over 15 years, my wife and I have agonized over having made an almost identical, situational decision. This comment provided me with the first touch of relief. Thank you. I'll be sharing this with her tonight. I hope she feels a little less weight too. Best of life. Cheers. As someone who studied childhood psychology, if you are not both 100% on board, you will not be able to handle raising a special needs child together. It will be a truly testing experience. Having a child and raising it right is already a hard experience to navigate, so make sure you guys do talk to that professional. We are seeking out a counselor, that's how. You get a professional to help. I'm sorry, and I sympathize, but we're strangers on the internet and our advice is questionable at best.